Hello, everyone, and thank you all for once again joining us today for this presentation where we are going to review some of the basic information about our Interdisciplinary Master of Public Health program. We are going to review a little bit about our program curriculum, for whom it is designed, and we're going to give you a brief overview of the program costs. And then we're going to finish it up with some time for questions. So before we dive into our presentation, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kevin Guzman, and I am the Program Manager for the Interdisciplinary Division here at Berkeley Public Health. As Program Manager, I oversee the Interdisciplinary Master of Public Health and also our Doctor of Public Health programs. I advise both our prospective students and our current students on a variety of topics and ensure that our students' experiences are nothing but the best. I'm also a Berkeley alumnus, so I know how exciting and daunting it can be navigating such a large public research university. But that's precisely why I'm here, to help support our interdisciplinary students. So with all of that said, let's just dive right in. First and foremost, the Interdisciplinary MPH is an 11-month accelerated program designed for students from a variety of cultural and professional backgrounds who are interested in deepening their knowledge of public health. As the name suggests, the program is interdisciplinary, meaning that students will not only take courses throughout Berkeley Public Health, but they are also encouraged to take courses throughout the university, such as the Haas School of Business, the Goldman School of Public Policy, and the School of Journalism, to name a few departments. Furthermore, this is an in-residence program with courses primarily taken on campus and a few online courses interspersed throughout the program. Now, as you can imagine, an 11-month program goes by very quickly. Beginning promptly in early July and ending in mid-May, our program essentially condenses a 2-year program into 11 months. Students must meet a minimum of 42 units within that time frame, which translates to quite a heavy course load during the summer session and fall and spring semesters. For context, a normal full-time enrollment for graduate students is 12 units. However, interdisciplinary students will take upwards of 17 units per semester in order to meet their program requirements. Now, it should go without saying that students are not at all encouraged to work during the program, given the heavy course load and the short time frame of the program. Finally, our program includes a comprehensive exam and a capstone project, which will conclude the MPH program. Now, without going into too much detail regarding what your curriculum will entail, I do want to highlight one of the best features of the Interdisciplinary MPH, and that is the flexibility that students have to choose their own curriculum. Provided that students take their required courses, the rest of the course electives are completely up to them, thereby allowing students to tailor their curriculum to fit their professional and academic goals. Students will be able to enroll in courses throughout UC Berkeley. So we recommend that students reflect on what they want to get out of the program and dive into relevant topics that will enhance their skill sets, not only as healthcare professionals, but also leaders within that public health space. To help guide students through their rigorous 11 months, students will be enrolled in their weekly MPH seminar with the program director, in which students will receive guidance on their capstone project from start to finish. For more information on past projects, I recommend that you refer to the IPMPH Student Handbook, which is linked on our program website. Now, the MPH seminar is a mandatory requirement of the Interdisciplinary MPH program. And in each term, students will focus on different topics related to skill building. The seminar begins gradually during the summer session and then continues throughout the fall and spring semesters, with the end result being the students' final presentations. The capstone project is a required component of the program in lieu of a master's thesis. The capstone project is designed to help students integrate their knowledge of public health by assessing real-world public health issues. Now, the students will be working with local organizations to assess public health issues and gain valuable experiences working closely with our local community-based public health organizations. Now, I can imagine what you all might be thinking right now. This all sounds great, and I'm interested in applying, but how much does it cost? Well, we completely understand these concerns, and that is why we want to be transparent about the overall cost of the program. As you can see from this table, the total cost for the 11-month interdisciplinary MPH is just under $39,000 for California residents and a little over $51,000 for non-residents. This includes both international students and out-of-state students. Now, we arrive at this total cost by adding the summer session total, the new MPH student total, and the continuing student total. And this reflects the cost of the 3 terms that comprise the 11-month MPH. And because we recognize that earning your graduate degree is an investment, we also want to note that our program costs are more affordable than some of our peer institutions. Now, when it comes to funding your education, we do want to mention that because this is a professional degree program, students are expected to self-fund their education through a combination of personal savings, student loans, and extramural scholarships. That being said, our program has a very modest budget to provide merit-based funding to qualified students, and we recommend that you refer to our admissions page to learn more about tips and tricks for how to fund your education. So that just about sums up my presentation, and now I would like to open it up to questions. So please feel free to type your questions in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them all. However, if you do prefer, you can reach out to us at ipmph@berkeley.edu, or feel free to schedule a virtual advising appointment with me at go.oneshub.com/ID advising, or you can find the link on our program website.